cracking? Question of the day. This isn't a lifting question, mate. This is a fucking life question. How do you figure out what you want to do / be in life with all the voices of everyone around you pulling you in different directions the whole time? Shout out to the cunt who sent me this. Sick cunt. Alright. I'm like, try and keep this under 10 minutes because I can talk about this shit all day, man. I can talk about this shit all day. Alright. First off, with the voices, like, when you try and do something, there's going to be your own voices and there's going to be voices of everyone else pulling you in different directions. All the fucking time, man. That's just a given. That's just a given, alright? So for the voices of the people around you, pulling you around you, fuck them. Do you know what I mean? You have to really be like, fuck them. Once you realise that you've only got one mum and one dad and one family, a lot of other people don't really matter. Except, like, obviously your friends matter, but a lot of other people's opinions don't really matter. That's what I'm trying to say. People are going to give you advice for so many different fucked up reasons. Like, people are more fucked up than you realise, man. People are going to give you fucked up advice. They want to see you fail. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you do this. They want to see you, like, you know, in the gutter. All this bullshit, man. All this bullshit. People have vendetta. It's just, what you have to learn is you have to learn to take advice. You have to learn to take people's advice, think about it, but sometimes it's relevant, and just discard it if it's useless. And to learn to see past the bullshit, man, and have the balls to, like, when someone says something like, nah, do this, and you go, nah, fuck that, that's not what I want to do. I'm not passionate about that. That's not what I want to do. Okay, if you've got the balls to stand up to people, like, around you and stuff and say that, then, fuck, your problem's solved. That's it. Go turn off the video. Then you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Alright? So, with other people, just don't, like, always just listen to what they have to say. Sometimes their advice might be useful. Sometimes it might be useless. And it boils down to, man, like, once you realise that, like, no one really gives a fuck about you and what you're going to do in life, advice of other people doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? It's just kind of, like, useless. It's not useless, but other people's life advice on your life doesn't really, like, hit home as much anymore, and you realise that, like, the only really person that gives a fuck about you is your mum, okay? Not even your dad, not even your sister, not even your brother, not even your fucking uncle. There's one person in the world that cares about you the most, it's your fucking mum, okay? That's just a fact of fucking life, okay? So take your mum's advice 1,000 times more seriously than anyone else. And sometimes your mum's advice, you know, she might be like, oh, be a doctor, and you don't want to be a doctor. But if you explain to your mum you don't want to be a doctor, she's your mum, man. She's going to understand. And at the end of the day, she just wants you to succeed. She just doesn't want you to be some shit cunt where, like, you're living off food stamps and, like, you know, smoking a gear pipe out the back with your kids inside and shit. Like, living off Centrelink and stuff. She just straight up wants to see you succeed. And if you say, look, I'm passionate about this, she's not going to give a fuck. She's going to support you. That's what a good mum does. So, you know, that's what a good mum does. Also, I just got a message. Alright. Also, like, you can have all these voices of external voices, everyone pulling you in different directions and shit, your auntie, you know, your girlfriend, all this bullshit. And then you can have the voices of your own head, man. Do you know what I mean? Your head telling you this, your head telling you that. But what all I have to say to that is be, like, so G'd up on carbs all the time that you can detach your head from your heart. And what I mean by that is, your heart's going to want one thing sometimes and your head's going to want the other. Your head is just this fucking annoying piece of shit that can be useful sometimes. Okay? It can be useful sometimes. Alright? If you're not, like, for example, if you're not well rested, your head's going to tell you you're tired, but your heart's going to be like, your heart's just this tiger motherfucker that wants to train, wants to do this, wants to be productive. But your head's going to be like, I'm tired, sit on the couch all day and be a shit cunt and just, like, watch YouTubes and shit. No, do you know what I mean? That's when you've got to be like, oh, shut the fuck up, head, shut the fuck up, and just realise that your head, like that, like sometimes it's going to hit you like with shit like that, like typical defense mechanisms telling you tired because your body wants to relax. Sometimes you got to listen to them voices, you know, when to pull back, when to push forward and all this shit, but that's a whole other different topic. But, like, the point is, your head's going to fuck with you so many times when you're trying to pursue something that you've got to realise that, like, if you've got passion for something and you've got drive for something and you've always had this drive and then one day there's, like, some days where something happens and your head's like, no, that's not the right thing to do, not the right thing to do, you're not doing the right thing, you're not doing the right thing. You just have to be like, fuck you, cunt. Like, I know this is the right thing to do. My heart's telling me this is the right thing to do. My gut is telling me this is the right thing to do. I don't give a fuck if I wake up every fucking day and my head's telling me I'm doing the wrong, my brain is telling me I'm doing the wrong thing, I'm going to go with it. Because I know it's the right thing to do deep down in my gut. Like, my fucking heart tells me it's, like, I burn up when I think about this shit because I'm so passionate about it, but my head's telling me it's not the right move. Fuck your head, okay? Fuck your head. Your head doesn't want to see you succeed all the time, man. You know what I mean? If you're not G'd up to the point where, like, you can, like, detach it, just switch it off, just live with it. Just get up. You want to be driving the car. You know what I mean? You want to be so G'd up that you drive in the car and your head's like telling you like drive into this pole and kill yourself, and you're just like nah. Do you know what I mean? You want to be a walking G up, just a walking G up, like where like you're like, you know what I mean? That's where all the falters in life come. You know, people get depressed, people kill themselves, like people, smallest things, man. People binge, people do all this shit. It's because they can't control their head, man. Because, like, for example, when people are prepping for shows, their heart wants to be for the show, man. They want to do the show, but their head's so fucked up that it wants to eat, so they end up binging. But if they were so G'd up on, like, just life and just G'd up, they could just be, like, not G'd up on carbs, because you never G'd up on carbs when you're doing that kind of shit. But if they were G'd up, they could be like, you know what? I don't care if my head's telling me to binge every single fucking minute of the day. My heart's telling me that I want to fucking do well at this show, so I'm going to do well at the show. Same thing with life, man. If you have that kind of usefulness of your own head, you're going to be alright, okay? So, and second of all, man, like, in terms of that whole, how do you know what you want to do in life and shit, don't even fucking, like, it's going to come to you, man. It's going to come to you, and, like, all I can say is like, just do something that you're passionate about. I know this will sound hell like gay and like, you know, fucking something you see on TV and shit. But do something you're passionate about. Do something that fucking makes you just want to like do a 5-punch combo, put your head through a wall, do you know what I mean? Get up at 4 a.m. every morning if you had to. Sleep like 1 hour, you know, not sleep for a whole year and do kind of shit. Shit that you would like never give up on. Stuff that you're passionate about, you know what I mean? I'm talking like, you know, like Jim's mowing status, like, you know, building an empire out of fucking mowing lawns because you're so fucking passionate about it. That's what I'm talking about. And if you haven't found that yet, who gives a fuck? Just, you're going to find it. Just keep plugging away and you're going to fucking find it. Just don't settle for second best, man. Don't settle for this humdrum life where you're like, you not humdrum to the point where like your food stamps, you might be a doctor, but you can still be humdrum, man. You can still be working a 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 if you enjoy it, but you can be still working like a 9 to 5, doing a job that you kind of don't like, have no passion about it, just pushing paper and shit, and it's just like, dude, no. See, so many people aren't G'd up to the point where they can like tell people they don't want to do things, tell their own parents that they don't want to be that person that they want them to be. You know, they don't have the balls to stand up to that kind of shit. That, you know, they go through uni, they're smart enough to get a good degree, and then they feel fucked up and shit. Fuck that, man. Stand on your feet like that Eddie Riley guy. Just live in the fucking moment, stand on your feet, live with passion, live with fucking drive, live with hard work, and you're gonna get there, man. You're gonna get there because that's what I'm saying. As long as like you're developing tools as you go, like organize. And what I mean by tools is, I mean like as long as you're developing like hard work, you're developing like, you know, if you're training, you're developing passion in training, you're developing, you know, good work ethic, you're developing like relentlessness, like all these like characteristics of like that are just going to take you so far in life that if you're 35 and you lose your, like you realize that you're a humdrum and you've just fucked up, you know, I can drop you off in the Congo with nothing but a fucking backpack and you'll build an empire and come out alive, come out laughing with a smile on your face, you know what I mean? I can drop you off in Iraq and you'll come out with like, you'll come out better for it, you know what I mean? That like your life can be turned around at any point. And you've got all these characteristics. You've got such a good, you've built your head, and you know you're so in tune with yourself, and you built all these characteristics of just a good person that you're gonna be fine no matter what, man. You're gonna be like, as fucked as it sound, like if you lose everything tomorrow, you're gonna be fine because you've got all these characteristics and traits that are gonna take you far no matter fucking what. No matter fucking what. That's what I'm trying to say, man. All right. It's 9:28, but I'm gonna keep talking. Turn it off if you don't want to fucking listen. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Try also just little things, man. Like one, you know. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so you know you got to trust no one, trust people close to you, take their advice, learn to think for yourself, learn to detach your head from your heart, be passionate about what you want to do, and don't fucking settle for something you're not passionate about because it's gonna fucking ruin your life, man. And like, don't put a timeline on it. Don't be like, I need to be 21
and fucking have this job and be this passionate about this. Don't force it, man. It's something that will just come to you. Once you fucking find it, you're going to be laughing 24/7. You're going to be a walking meditation, man. You're going to be better off for it. Alright? But as long as you're developing them characteristics and traits, man, I don't care. Put yourself in situations that are going to fucking build character all the time. Every day, put yourself in a fucking... Live a life that's building character fucking every single minute of the day, because it's going to benefit you. Like, even if you're mowing the lawns for the rest of your life, you know, you're going to be making 100 G's a year doing it, because you're the sixth kind of doing it. Alright? And just have faith, man. I don't care if you're not religious, man. Just trust it, man. Just trust life. Trust that you're working hard enough and you've got enough passion and you've got enough work ethic and you're that determined and you're that relentless that life's going to work out for you. Because it always does if you've got them characteristics, man, okay? It always does. Just because some shit cunt says it doesn't, you don't know the full story. They're a shit cunt, okay? They're lying to you. Okay, shit cunts are shit cunts for a reason. Remember that, man. Shit cunts are shit cunts for a reason. I don't care if you've got a fancy job. I don't care if you fucking make 200 G's a year. I don't care if you have a doctor. I don't care if you've got the hottest fucking girlfriend. You know what I mean? You can still be a fucking shit cunt. You can be successful, but still have not succeeded. Let that sink in. You can still be successful and still have not succeeded in your own fucking life, man. I'm 100% that's true. Okay, because how many people do you know work dope jobs and successful on paper, but they haven't succeeded, man. And they're just going to be, you know, living an 80% life. This channel, man, is dedicated to living 100%. We're 100%ers, man. We're living 100% life. Go, G'd up, glucose all the time. Alright, I'm going to cut it off there. 11:30, man. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing it, man. We're doing it. I'm going to make like a fucking meal workout video. I'm going to do like a food video today because my fucking GoPro cable's at my mate's house and I was going to film training, but I can't today. So I'm just going to film like I'm just going to film a meal, walk you through it, just talk to you about why this, what that, the macros of it and shit. Try not to be too goat about it like every other motherfucker out there, but yeah, alright, so subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's question of the day. G up, boys. Live today hard, crush it, put your head through a fucking wall. Just live the life you want to live, man, and don't be afraid to tell your fucking mum, grandma, sister, anyone, best mate, girlfriend, anyone, that hot chick off Transformers, anyone about it. Just G up, glucose, carb up, peace, subscribe. Shout out to Henry Chu, peace.